The forward section is too unstable. We need to shift the primary lift point further aft.
Agreed. The red zones indicate catastrophic failure if we apply pressure there.
Look at the corrosion on this bulkhead.
Copy that. Logging the position now. The structural integrity here is completely compromised.
This foam expands slowly, filling the empty spaces and stabilizing the broken frames of the Yamato.
Here we see the Imperial seal, almost entirely consumed by the decades of corrosion. We are carefully documenting its remaining scale.
The stabilization beams slide carefully beneath the collapsed midsection.
The challenge of salvaging the Yamato requires immense force. These cables,
commence towing sequence.
Bridge, cables are secured. Tension initiated.
The tugboats engage, slowly bringing the colossal wreck of the Yamato back to the surface for the first time since 1945. The legendary Yamato, crippled and heavily rusted, finally reaches the massive dry docks for her long-awaited restoration. After years submerged, the sheer scale of the Yamato is apparent as she is slowly guided into the dry dock for restoration. Guide cables strained under the weight of the greatest battleship of the war as the Yamato began its slow crawl to restoration.
As the ballast adjusts, the Yamato begins its slow descent. With the marine growth removed, full extent of damage became clear. The next step.
The stress fractures here are worse than anticipated.
Yes, the armor plate has thinned significantly near the impact zone.
The mechanical scrapers vibrate intensely against the hull. As the thick layers of barnacles crack and
The cutting begins on the Yamato's massive hull. After decades, the internal structure is finally revealed as the heavy steel plates are lifted away.
Scan complete. The integrity checks are positive.
Confirmed. The restored load paths meet specifications.
As the largest battleship ever constructed, the Yamato's restoration highlights the immense labor required to preserve history.
Clear the deck below. We're moving the scaffold.
All right, hold the water jets on the starboard side.
I've marked this section for a full replacement.
Good. Now this area here, we can reinforce the main rib, spray it red.
Piece by piece, the massive hull of the Yamato begins to regain its formidable strength and symmetry.
Hold it right there. Check the forward marker.
Align, sir. Dead center.
All right, lock it down. Pressure looks good.
These prefabricated steel frames, identical to the 1940 specifications, are carefully lowered in.
These massive steel plates, weighing tons each, were the skin of what would become the largest battleship ever built.
We need to adjust the angle slightly on the port side.
Data confirms the correction. It's lining up perfectly now.
The ultrasonic readings look good here.
Check this seam. The gauge confirms it's outside the tolerance, and we'll need to mark this for immediate rework.
Okay, center her up. Lowering gently now. She's almost home.
How's that bolt coming along?
It's frozen solid, but we're getting some movement now.
Good, mark it for replacement. Watch the heat on that edge.
Got it. Clear to lift.
Hold the line steady, we're almost through the bulkhead.
Aye, sir. The heat is intense here.
ゆっくりでゆっくり下ろせ。そのままね、右へ3寸差。よし、定位置だ。損差なしだね。
Maintain the separation gap. We can't risk further collapse.
Understood. Slowing the feed now.
Sealing the new steel into the Yamato's body was a monumental task, requiring precision welding day and night.
The Yamato, perhaps the most ambitious battleship ever conceived, is slowly being resurrected. The cost in steel and—
Watch the clearance on the right side. Okay, slowing the hoist now.
Here in the dry dock, the scale of the damage is fully realized as the restoration crews begin their work. The new modules, hoisted by massive cranes, begin to redefine the silhouette of the great battleship.
This is Phase 08 of Yama's restoration.
Restoring the Yamato is a monumental task. Every rivet, every pipe must adhere to
The sheer scale of the Yamato dominates the dry dock as the final pieces are carefully lowered into place.
Behold.
Pressure holding steady at 200 kilograms per square centimeter.
Very good. Increase the fuel flow slightly.
主断限度投入しますが。境界し。ジャイロさん正常ですね。洗い的ね、問題ありません。
Easy now, slowly to the left. Hold it there, we have the mount. All right, secure the bolts.
The installation of the deck fittings required absolute precision, ensuring every cleat and stanchion met the original. The installation of the deck fittings required absolute precision, ensuring every cleat and stanchion met the original